What is up, Cobra Kai fans? I hope you're all doing well, because boy do I have some huge news for all of you, especially if you're a gamer and a fan of Cobra Kai. But before we get into all that, if this is your first time here on the channel and you love Cobra Kai and Karate Kid just like the rest of us, you're in the right place. Consider joining our dojo today by hitting the red subscribe button down below and turning on all notifications so you never miss a new video. So as most of us already know already, Cobra Kai currently has two types of video games out on the market today. One that's accessible as an app for smartphones and tablets that's called Cobra Kai Card Fighter, which is of course a head-to-head card battling game. And while this game is really fun to play from time to time, the concept of it and the fight choreography can get repetitive if you play for too long. And not to mention that the graphics leave a lot to be desired even for a game that comes on your phone. And the other available Cobra Kai game comes on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4 and 5, and an Xbox One. This game is called Cobra Kai The Karate Kid Saga Continues, which is pretty much just a retro type of beat 'em up game. And I honestly have the same problems with this game as I do with Cobra Kai Card Fighter, and it could even be argued that it's even worse. And while I'm glad that the Cobra Kai franchise at least has something when it comes to video games, many would agree with me in saying that these two games could have been a lot better and aren't necessarily what we wanted as fans in terms of games. But luckily, back in November of last year, Cobra Kai co-creator John Hurwitz gave us an update that us as fans of Cobra Kai and video games will have a lot to look forward to in the future. So at least with John saying this, we knew something was in the works for the future of Cobra Kai video games. But I'm here to tell you now that today we got even more confirmation that a new video game is in fact in the works, and we may be getting it a lot sooner than we all thought. Cholo Metaduena, who of course plays the iconic role of Miguel Diaz on Cobra Kai, took to his Instagram story this morning a little tired looking, but he wrote that he was currently in the process of recording 400 lines for a new Cobra Kai video game. This is absolutely huge, guys, because if any of you have played the past game on the PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo, I believe only the characters of Hawk, Dimitri, Daniel, and Johnny were actually voiced by the characters who actually play them in the show. So with Cholo saying this gives us two things to get excited about. Of course, the new Cobra Kai video game for us to play is actually being developed as we speak, and it's looking like we're gonna have all the accurate and original voices for the characters to match up with the actual actors or actresses who play them. And while the term in Cholo's story is just Cobra Kai video game, that's a pretty vague and broad term. So at this point, we don't exactly know the concept of this game and what it's going to be going for, but I'm sure that's all intentional. They don't want us to know exactly what's happening and what it's going to be about at this point in time. Just like for when a new season of the show is going to come out. They're going to want to keep us in the dark about the whole thing until they're ready to tell us. I've said this before here on the channel many times that I'm hoping for another new game on the current gen consoles like Xbox, PlayStation, etc. As for the concept, I'd like to see it have a resemblance to Street Fighter or Marvel vs. Capcom type game where you can just go head to head against an AI, a friend, or even go online to battle a random person. And even though that type of concept is already something we've kind of seen before in the Cobra Kai gaming universe, one more interesting and thinking outside of the box type prediction I have for this game is that it could be potentially like an RPG where you can create your own character, choose your own path, like what dojo you join, what friends and enemies you make, and you can even make decisions that change the outcome of the story. Kind of like the new Harry Potter game that's coming out, Hogwarts Legacy, but with Cobra Kai, where each of us can leave our own mark on the valley and the entire Miyagi-verse. Some of these predictions and hopes that I've made may be very unlikely for Cobra Kai video games, but come on, it'd be pretty darn cool if these became a reality. And with Cobra Kai growing in popularity by continuing to top Netflix's top 10 list and getting nominated every year for awards each season, the possibilities are going to be endless for these type of games, and they'll certainly be in high demand. But enough about me. I want to hear what you guys think. Be sure to let me know down below in the comment section, what do you think of this new Cobra Kai video game news? And what do you think the concept of this new game will be? You all know what to do next. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave it a like, and make sure you're subscribed to Strike First Media if you want more Cobra Kai and Karate Kid content just like this. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.